Hey guys, yesterday I told you I was going to do pockets and feathers, and I ran out of video time on my phone, so I did a real quick demonstration of the feathers. I'm going to do it again. So here are some feathers that I did, and we're going to move these to the side, and we're going to do some more. So I'm going to take out another piece of scrap paper, and I'm going to, you know what, we're going to make a small one. Let me move this. Okay, so here's a piece of scrap paper, and I'm going to make a small little feather. They come in all different sizes, right? So we're going to cut along this way, and we're going to go in like a feather normal. I'll go in a little bit more, like a feather normally does, and then we'll come out to the top. Move that up to the side, and then we open it up, and we have our feather. So now, like these feathers, right, when you fold it, you want the outside. So we have it like this, and we're going to turn it around so it's like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the thinner blade scissor. You can use a regular scissor like this also, that's okay. So we're going to use the thinner one, and we're going to just cut, snip down, try to make them narrow little snips, and then keep going till you get to the bottom. And then when you open it up, you have your little feather. And then what you want to do is just ruffle it up a little bit, ruffle it up. And then this point right here, see right here? We're just going to snip that like that, and then just bend it up a little bit, you know, ruffle it up. Okay, and then the next thing you may want to do, let me see where my, okay, next thing you may want to do is just distress it. We all like the distressing in the crafting world. Gives it some vintage look. Okay, and then after you do that, you're going to do the vein down the middle. So we're going to bend this again, and I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to put a little thin bead of this glue, the Fabri glue, to make sure that it just stays on there. And then you're going to take, oh, sorry, I know there's a better way. Okay, then you're going to take your embroidery thread, and you're just going to stretch it out like so. There you go. And just cut off the bottom, cut off the tip, and you have yourself a little feather. Can you see that? Okay, then you have yourself a little feather. It's a little dark in here. Let me see if I can get another light on. Make it a little bit brighter, hopefully. I don't know if that helped. Turn the outside light on over here. Okay. So, yeah, that's what's going on. Everything over here in the crafting world is going good. Went to see my friend this morning, and so far he's in good spirits, but they haven't tested him yet to find out what it is that's going on inside him. But he's got a lot of support, and he's doing pretty good. So let's cut a piece of this scrap paper off, and we will make another feather. I'm going to make them different sizes, and I'm going to fold that in half like so, and I'm going to do the same thing. So life over here in Florida is pretty good. We have beautiful weather going on now. They're doing a lot of construction down here. It's crazy. I can't even believe it. The cows are being moved out, and people are moving in. which I don't blame them because it is a beautiful place to live. I absolutely love it here. Been wanting to live here for so many years. Okay, so we have our next feather, and again, what we're going to do is we're going to turn it inside out. So that's facing, and you know what you can do, I think would be nice. I know it's not going to, we're not going to see it, but we could distress the white side so that, you know, in the event that you see it, you don't want to see the white. So then we have it facing like this, and we're going to cut facing down. There we go. Yep. And so I went to see him this morning, and he's doing good. Went with my other friend, the doctor friend, and he's in good spirits. A lot of candy, a lot of cookies going his way. As soon as I got in there, I was dying for something sweet. Does anybody else have a sugar addiction? I don't know how to stop eating all the sugar. I just love it. I can remember as a kid growing up, and there was we had a bread basket, and there was always goodies in there. And our goodies were not fruit. It was always Susie cakes, funny bones. If my mother gave us a box of raisins, I was like, pewy. But that's what I'm used to. And it's not the best. I'm sure all the healthy people out there will agree. But that's what I got used to. And I try so hard. I'm in pretty good shape. But it's just that darn sugar addiction. Wish I could just beat it. Okay, so now we have a little feather here, and we're just going to rough it up a little bit. Oh, and this morning, speaking of feathers, I live in a condo, so in my back area, I should show you a picture sometime. I have the cutest ducks, and I know a lot of people might say, oh, you shouldn't feed them, but you know what? I do. I'm guilty. And I don't feed them every day. And they live right next to a pond, and I did some research, and there's plenty of food in that pond for them. So they get plenty. Okay, we're going to use the darker embroidery. Oh, should we use the lighter? Let's see. Let's do the darker only because there's contrast. Okay, so we're going to place this down. Yeah, so they come running. As soon as I open the curtains, they come running, and it's hilarious to watch. And I absolutely love them. I wonder if there's any of you out there that have ducks or live on a farm. And, you know, I'd also like to say thank you to those of you who are watching my videos. I'm grateful. And, okay, so we have another one. And we can make different sizes. We have larger ones and we have small ones. And I think they'll look really cute in the journals that I'm making. Okay, let's see what else. I had other paper here. Oh, here it is. So I have this scrapbook paper, and I'm going to take a piece from this side. I'm going to fold it over. And I'm going to cut along here. I'm going to do a little bit of some mass feather making while I'm hanging out with you guys. And it's pretty nice because, you know what? I'm retired now, so it's not like I have to get up early in the morning and run. Thank God I don't have to do that anymore. I don't miss it. I was a special ed teacher, so I did a lot of let me see how that looks when I open it up. Oh, you know what? Let's curve it in a little bit. Let's curve it in a little bit more and go out. There we go. Let's see how that looks. So that looks pretty good. And then we're going to turn it this way and give it a little bit of, just rough it up. Yep. So I got a gel plate, and that's something I want to start playing with next. Okay, so now we are going to cut down. I had to look at my other one and see, what did I do? Yep, cut down. Okay, so cut down with the finer scissors, the finer blade, and that gives you that look. So I'm going to keep going and keep going. Yeah, last night was fun. We all went up to the hospital to see my friend, and everybody was hanging out, and one of the ladies said, can we put on The Bachelor? It was some senior bachelor. I don't know if anybody's ever watched that, but that was interesting. It's almost kind of like pathetic. I can't believe people go on those shows. It's kind of degrading a little bit. There's women that are crying if they're not picked or they don't get the flower, and I'm thinking, my goodness, why would you go on TV and put yourself in that vulnerable situation? I don't get it. But we did watch it. I was curious about it, and I guess there's a lot of viewers that are also curious. I don't know if they get paid. Does anybody know if they get paid for those shows? I mean, why would you do that? And meanwhile, this guy, he's like in his 70s. His wife passes away. He gets on the show, and he's crying too because he's got to tell these women that, you know, he's not going to pick all of them. And I think you need to be aware that that could happen. I mean, he's not going to go out with everyone. And then I'm thinking to myself, well, you know what? There's no guarantee that even when he goes out with any of them, that it's going to work. So maybe he gets everybody else's numbers. And if one doesn't work, he contacts the other ladies that were crying. That's a possibility, right? And I'm sure these ladies give him their numbers. I'll tell you, being in the single world is not an easy thing today. It's difficult. Okay, so now we're up to where we put the embroidery thread, and we're going to go down the middle. Yeah, so we did that last night. It was kind of like interesting. And there must have been, I'm trying to think, 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. There's like 8 of us, so it was really fun. And he's such a great guy. And he puts together, well, there's a lot of people that put together all kinds of events. So we go to the beach together. There's bowling. There's, I mean, it's really great. And I made some great friends through this group. Dances, I mean, you know, it's nice because now we all became really good friends and we stick together. And that's what life is all about, huh? Especially as we get older. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Getting this down and then just stick that there. So we got another one. Cute, right? Cute? Who knew? Yeah, so we have that. And I told them a funny story. I don't know if anybody's still listening to this. A lot of you guys just get off early, but a funny story happened last night. I'm talking to this guy, and he says to me, "Are you busy?" And I said, "No, I'm not busy. I'm crafting." He later on deletes me, tells me that, you know, he doesn't think we're a match. And I'm telling my friend, I don't understand what happened. And I'm explaining to her what happened. And I said, yeah, he asked me if I was busy. And I said, no, I'm not busy. I'm crafting. And he says, that's weird. And I said, no, it's not weird. It's actually a lot of fun. And she said to me, you know what? It sounds like you said, because I have that New York, Long Island accent. I can't help it. I'm trying to get rid of it, but it's kind of like, who I am. And he thought I said I was crapping. And we laughed so hard. Um, she said to me, well, why don't you contact him back and tell him, ask him if, he thought that that's what you would. And I said, no, I already deleted his number. That's over and done with. So that happened last night. Oh, look at this. This is, are you a Jackie or a Marilyn? I don't think I'm going to cut this. This would be nice to go into one of my pockets. Let me see what else I have here. You know what? We're going to continue using this paper because there's other things. We got this side, and now I think what we'll do is use this side. So we were all laughing last night about that. And it probably doesn't sound funny to most of you, but if you had listened to our conversation and heard it, it was kind of like pretty funny actually that he thought that I was doing the inappropriate while I was talking to him. And it was so funny because he kept saying to me, well, you sound like you're very busy. I should let you go. No, I'm not busy. I'm fine. I can talk to you. Well, that's what he thought. Kind of weird. I can only imagine what he's telling his friends. Okay, here we go. We got another one. And we're going to bend it like this. And I'm going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use this. So you use what you have. And I'm trying to use up all my stuff before I go out and get anything more because I have a ton of stuff here. And I want to use it. It's an addiction to go to the store and constantly buy stuff, and I am trying to utilize what I have. Okay, so we're going to snip this way down, and I think these are really adorable. So I wanted to just do this video again just to show you because I was really like rushing through it, and get it on here so you get an idea and you understand which way to fold them, and they'll look really nice in your journals. There's a lot of great activities that we can do for our journals, and I think this is going to look really cute on the sides of the pages. So let's open this up. Let's see, we're stuck here. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to get this top point. There we go. And now I'm going to maybe distress it a little with the festive berries. And just give it a little. And I'm glad I came across this activity because it kind of reminds me of the ducks that I feed outside my lanai. And now we're going to put a little bead of glue on here and just show you some examples of feathers. And then we'll add some of this embroidery thread and just go down like that. And there we go. And we're going to snip it. Okay. And then just play with the feathers like that. I think they're really cute. They'll look nice in the books. Okay, so let's see what we have here. We have different sizes different. We're utilizing different papers. We even did, on a previous video, we did the book page. So, looks nice with book pages, see? You do the same thing, use your book pages. And there we go. There we have it. Real simple. And these are going to go into my journals, and I'm really excited about it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I added a little bit of some humor over what happened in my personal life. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next one.